Hello, Ashavans. Megas here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're joining me on the Megas and Muse Books channel or the Zoroastrianism channel, or if you're brand new, welcome. You came on a good day. We're going to be in Zarathustra's Gatha's Yasna 30, verse 2. And my friends, this is going to change the way you think. As a matter of fact, you might realize you've never thought a thought in your life. You've just been repeating what you've been programmed with. Listen to Yasna 30, verse 2. Hear with your ears the best things. Reflect with a clear and illumined mind. Then let every person choose for themselves before the great moment. My God, you're going to love it.
Asha is, Asha is, Asha is. Asha is, Asha is.
Most people do not listen, right? If someone else is talking, they're running through their filters, their habits, their beliefs they already have. Most people don't think about what they've just heard. If someone else is speaking, they're already thinking about their reply, what they're going to come back with. And it's just something that comes out of habit, or the Bible says, or the Quran says, or society says, or Fox News said, or Whoopi Goldberg on The View said. They've never really listened where they could hear from God. They're already having this dialogue going on of something that they've heard previously. You got to stop and listen to what's being said. My friends, not thinking about what you're going to answer, what you're going to add. Listen to what's being said. Think about it. You'll realize for the first time you're hearing. For the first time you're thinking. My friends, and then you can choose. And something beautiful happens when you choose, not from fear, but from an awakening, an awareness. My friends, that's where the power and the beauty comes from. You know, there's so many different things vying for our attention. Through algorithms and tribes and entertainment and news and they're trying to program your mind. Stop and just listen. Quiet your mind enough in the stillness, my friends. That's where you'll actually hear from God. You'll actually hear truth. Can I give you an example of this? I've been talking to different religious people. You know, we used to do these things called symposiums, and I'd sit down with, it could be a Buddhist. I've sat down with a Taoist, with a Baptist preacher, and they're not listening. You can't have a dialogue. They just want to debate. They want to argue. They want to fight. And no amount of reason I would bring up. A great example of this, I was talking to a Christian, and I was asking him about some of those stories in the Bible, right? And I was saying, what about like Jephthah? He went in and killed the men, women, and children. And then when his daughter came out celebrating daddy's home, he slit her throat and offered her up as a burnt sacrifice to Jehovah. Don't you think that's wrong? The Jewish people have celebrated him for thousands of years. Every year he was a judge until the day he died of Israel. He's even in the New Testament in the Hall of Faith as a great man of valor. I said, how do you justify that? Do you think that's God? Do you think that's good? And my friends, you could tell he was distressed. You could tell in his heart he knew what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong. But he would not veer off of what he was programmed with. And he looked me right in the eye and said, that is God. My friends, that is the complete opposite of God. I brought up to him how they had little women, children, sex slaves. And they would kill the men, women, children, the little babies, children, kids. How awful. But they'd keep the little women, children, sex slaves, right? That's pedophilia. And I brought that up to him. And I said, hey, you call that God? You think God ordained that? And he explained, yes, because the soldiers would wash the little naked baby girls outside of the gates for 7 days, which made it holy in the sight of Jehovah. And I thought, my God, you can't even hear. You can't even think. Maybe you're just repeating. My friend, if you just quiet all the thoughts and the stories, don't think about what does the Bible say, the Quran say, Allah say, Jehovah say. If you could just listen to your heart, it'd be reasonable. It would be good because the true God made your heart. There's a divine spark inside of it that knows truth, that knows the real, that knows what is good. My friends, my God, could you imagine if the world woke up and just listened, just thought, and then chose their actions based on that? My God, what a world we would have. You know, the main message of Zarathustra, it's about embodiment. If you get nothing else out of this, it's about embodiment and bringing that God good into you. Letting that God good be you, where you and God good are one. The message today, to just make it real simple, it isn't simply just choosing the good. It's becoming the kind of person who is capable of choosing the good. It's not merely doing good, but becoming the kind of person from whom good naturally flows. A good person doesn't have to try to be good. It's just your nature. And Zarathustra says if we'll restore God's image, the religions that follow, they portrayed God as a being that could love and could hate, could heal and could send sickness and disease. The original God of Zarathustra, the original monotheistic religion, God was just the highest principle of good. That was just his nature. And he never changed. He was never on a continuum. It didn't matter how man was acting. It didn't change his nature. He didn't get angry, jealous, hate war, kill men, women, and children, warring, killing, hating, sending disease, destroying, fire, floods. He was just always good, the highest good. My friends, if we'll restore God's image and attune ourselves to that, set down all the stories you've been given with those Abrahamic religions, with those matrix religions. My friends, go in the heart, that divine spark that Spirit sent you with, that knows that good is good and bad is bad. You'll never be deceived. You'll never be confused. If you hear a voice that says, sacrifice your son to prove your love and obedience to me, you would say, absolutely not, because that ain't God. That ain't good. I know better. I don't need a book. I don't need a God. I don't need a preacher. My heart knows truth. My heart knows love. My heart knows what is right. If you'll set down everything, you don't need more knowledge, more information. You just need to set down what you've gotten and you'll see what is. And what is and what is real is Asha. The only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind is perfection. The real world is beautiful. My friends, and as you start to pull down those veils of those false stories, my friends, that's all it is. It's stories. We live in mind. We live in the mind. My friends, if we'll just tell better stories, you'll see a better world. We create just like Daddy. Tear down those ugly stories about God and yourself and the world. You are not a dirty, filthy sinner separated from God. You're a hero. You are one with God. You came here to move that needle from hate to love, from the wrong idea of God to the right idea of God. Ashavan Zoroastrian, this is our time to speak the truth with our very life because we have embodied it. We've become the love and the peace and the joy and the kindness and the God good. If you've seen me, you have seen Asha. And all the Magi said, Asha is. If you enjoy this kind of content, my friends, do me a favor right now. Hit that like button, share it, go to the comments and tell me. I have too many channels now. I now have 12 YouTube channels, and I want to start focusing on the ones that really want this. So if you're, whatever channel you're watching this on, if you want to say Magus, yes. Let me know you're hearing me, you're listening, you're thinking, and you're choosing, and you're acting. And I love you so much. Magi, say it one more time. Asha is.
Asha is, Asha is, Asha